The Hobby Zone Stratos is an exciting new product that has a lot of features built in for the beginner, and once you get more experience with the airplane, you can shut them off. Find out more when you watch our video. Jay Smith from Model Aviation Magazine. I'm here at the Toledo Expo at the Horizon booth, and I'm here with Kike Samanzini, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the Stratos. Hey Kike.
Hi Jay, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Tell us about this great beginner aircraft and why it'll allow a beginner to be successful.
Okay, this is the Hobby Zone Stratos. It's an entry-level, teach yourself to fly. So this plane was basically designed to bring successful experience to all those people that want to start flying model airplanes. So there is many features around this airplane that are designed and are thought around that concept. Teach yourself to fly. That's the Hobby Zone spirit.
Yeah.
So I can start describing a little bit about the airplane. First, I would like to say the material we choose for the airplane is Z foam, which is a very durable, very strong foam that we have. Also, it can be glued with any kind of glue, from thin CA, thick CA, epoxy, hot glue, anything will work here. We have some safety features for the airplane itself, like a rubber nose in the front. Then we have a system for the wing right here that it will make the wing pop off in case of a plane hit and landing, you know, and the wing will pop off very easily. But however, stay very strong when the airplane flies. Also, the twin configuration, it helps to protect the propellers itself, you know, the tip to the spinner, they're protected. So all those the safety features for the airplane. So then we get into the electronics on board and the design. The design itself, the airplane, why we choose a twin is basically canceling the torque. Their propellers counter-rotate, yeah. So no torque, make things easier for the pilot. The wing design, which is George Hicks, helped me with the design, and by the way, all the beautiful lines of the airplanes with Mirko Pecorari, an artist from Italy, get the beautiful lines. I think that beautiful lines is very important to beginners to have an attractive airplane to go and fly it. So anyway, the wing working outstanding, and the plane flies very slow, very predictable stalls, beautiful. And then on board we have what we call the virtual instructor. Virtual instructor is a sensor that will sense the wing level of flying. If the beginner pilot is too off, just release the stick and the plane will come back to level. Okay. That's one of the features. Also, we'll do all the small corrections for wind. So the airplane, when it's bouncing with the wing, it do all the corrections, helping a lot on landing or low altitude flying. It has two mixes. When the plane turns, also it gives up elevator to hold altitude, so it helps the pilot doing less work. The other one is throttle down. Normally airplanes, when reduce airspeed, it will nose down. It will also apply up elevator to help for landings. And the other thing is the two motors are coupled to the rudder, so when rudder moves, RPM on the motors are different. So they make the turns, the handling of the airplane is really outstanding, especially like a downwind position. It will respond very well to it. So, and the last one, and very important one, is the bank limiter, which the airplane, when it gets to a point where it gets in a dangerous situation, like the famous death spiral, yes, coming, well, the airplane after X amount of time, if it senses that position, it will back off all the rates and it will stay in a very open circle flying and descending in a very shallow angle, so giving the pilot the opportunity to get back in control. So all these features that I described can be disconnected also. So when you start flying, you go without the wheels, and with all this virtual instructor on, fly the airplane. As you progress, you can add the wheels, start practicing takeoff and landings, and then if you feel good about it, just disconnect the virtual instructor and see how you do without it. So that's pretty much all the description about the airplane.
What configurations is it available in? Is it a bind and fly? Is it a ready to fly? How can you get it?
Okay, good points. This is ready to fly. It comes with transmitter. It's a 2.4, of course fully proportional. Outstanding range. It's not an airplane you have to fly closet. By the way, it's a large size, as you see.
Yeah.
All of this you get it for $129.99. And that's the only configuration that we are offering to the market.
And in the off chance that something does happen, I'm assuming you'll be able to get replacement parts for it?
Of course, it's a beginner airplane, so there is a lot of parts for all the airplane, replacement parts. And the configuration of the airplane, as you see, is a sort of a glider style.
Yeah.
So it's a very slow type of flying, and it gives the pilot a lot of time to do corrections, and the twins deliver outstanding power, so it will handle the wind quite well. You're not so limited waiting for that dead calm day to go out there and fly. This airplane will allow you to fly with a little strong breeze, no problems.
Well, it sounds like you put a lot of thought into it about making it successful compared to your average trainer. Have you had some people test it? Have you tested it with people that have not flown?
Absolutely. Soon it's coming on our website. We took somebody that never flew an airplane, and this is a very true thing. When going out there, very good success. Also, the last thing I want to say, and why, one of the main reasons of this project is that my son is 8 years old and interested in flying model airplanes, so I've been thinking all this design basically done for him. He wants to try, and he has also been testing the airplane, doing very successful. As you say, spend a lot of time thinking on what to do, how to help, and I consider this is a very important project for attracting new customers, attracting new people interested in our hobby, and the most important is to have a very happy, successful first flight. That's very important. When you're learning, if you go and the first flight you don't have that successful experience, there is high chances you will not come back to the field. We don't want to see that. The love we have for the hobby, we want more people to try what we like so much when we have so much passion for it.
Well, it sounds like you definitely got a recipe for success. Thanks so much for showing it to us, and we look forward to trying it out.
Thank you so much.